Okay, welcome back to Starters Order 6. So I'm trying something new, obviously, with the webcam over here. I've tried to get it somewhere where it's not going to cover up anything important, so it's not covering up the date up here, and it's not sort of just down in the corner because then it looks strange. So I put it here. The only thing it's covering up is Hanover Lodge, just this picture over in the corner. So I figure that's the best place for it. Um, yeah, so that's that. So I haven't recorded one of these in a while. I uploaded one yesterday, I think it was, from a couple of months ago. So it's been a while. Having said that, this is the fourth time I've attempted to record this episode, and fingers crossed it works this time. I've had a couple of technical issues, mostly because of the new software for the webcam. So fingers crossed this is the one that gets uploaded. So I kind of had to have a bit of an idea of what I want to do because I've done it like 3 times before, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is just straight off auction All a Struggle and Johnny Lester's hair and Alan Pracht. I don't want any of these at all. They're not what I'm looking for. Um, so my new strategy, I've always got some kind of strategy. It doesn't usually tend to work, but the new strategy is to... Hold on, how much did they go for? They went for a decent amount. New strategy is to go to the races on Thursdays and look for 2-year-olds that have run green. And fingers crossed they're actually decent horses who just had trouble their first time out. So I'm looking to pick up cheap 2-year-olds that have run green. And there's nothing yet. It's probably going to take a while. Is All a Struggle... Alright, come on All a Struggle. Someone needs to buy you. So it's probably going to take a while before we get anything because the 2-year-olds tend to take a while to come up in the auctions after having raced. So the 2-year-olds early in the year tend to be all ones that haven't raced before. Okay, so All a Struggle went for 1,350, which is fine. I might skip down to Arsad, and see how much it goes for. It's going for a big amount, which is not surprising. Okay, so yeah, so basically what we're going to do is just keep on skipping ahead and looking for something that catches our eye. So all the 2-year-olds still haven't raced. Or, I mean, there have been 2-year-old races, but they're not in the auctions yet. It tends to take a while for the run 2-year-olds to be put in auctions for some reason. 2-year-olds, no, there's nothing really, and I don't want anything else. Strong Knight. Strong Knight's going to go for too much, but I'll just see. I'm sure he's going to go for too much. Camera Shy. Mr. Bennett. Come on. Talent Scout. Pepite Rose. Sinatramania. Or however you say that, I don't know. Come on. There are lots of horses in this auction that I'm just bypassing. Alright, Strong Knight. He's going for way too much. Not surprising, he looks like a decent horse. It's just that his reserve was fairly low, so I hoped that he might be okay. Ooh, Iverstar. No, that's... Look, just in case he goes for 1,500, I'm going to go to Iverstar's auction and see what happens. He's not going to. He's going to go for massive amounts of money because he's won a Group 1. And that's how it works. But we can hope. Come on, Iverstar. Yeah, no, he's going for a lot. That's fine. That's what I expected. Alright, so we'll skip ahead to the next Thursday. So we've got Wednesday, Thursday. No 2-year-olds, except for that one that hasn't run yet, which is going to go for a lot. Unraced 2-year-olds, they go for a lot. I guess people are... I was thinking about this not long ago, actually, in like real life terms. When you buy an unraced 2-year-old, you're kind of buying like hope. You're buying hope and no guarantee of anything more, which is kind of reflected in this game because the 2-year-olds go for so much and then most of them turn out to be not very good. So There we go. Reflects real life very accurately. Um, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Here we go. Valid warning. Forest Pride. Come on, we've got to find something to buy. There has to be something. We're in March already. Alright, any race 2-year-olds? No, no race 2-year-olds. No. Okay. Has to be something. Alright, Tiny Temper. Nope, so I'm ideally looking for a 2-year-old that has run in its first race and it says that it ran green. And preferably also a slightly longer distance horse that has been run in like a 5 or 6 furlong race, so obviously not its preferred distance, in combination with having run green. That's the best, your best hope, I think, for getting a 2-year-old that might turn out to be decent. It's just had some bad luck in that it's been entered in the wrong distance, or well, there isn't the right distance for it at this young age. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. So Bizarre, no, that's not a 2-year-old. So Amy's Double, settled mid-division halfway, stayed on. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Lycidas, yeah. Outpaced and lost place towards finish, no. Oh, and also he's got a really big reserve. Saffron Lake. Rear early, progress in mid-division halfway, short of room over 1 furlong out, stayed on. Not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm not a big fan of 2-year-olds that, whose preferred distance is like 5 or 6 furlongs, and then you run them in a 5 furlong race for their first race and they just do dreadfully, because they've got the best chance of doing well as youngsters. Thursday. It's April. Come on, there's got to be something. Excellent Aim. No, there needs to be something that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That has run green, preferably. Oh, maybe. Ran on, no chance with winner. What kind of time did they do? Just over a minute. I don't know how the times for this game are going. Back in, especially Starters Orders 4, I had the times for, like, decent times in-game for each distance memorized, and so I would know by looking at a time, like, you could sort of get some idea of whether a horse was decent to a degree. But I don't know about the times in this game, whether they're the same or what's going on. Sophia? No, I don't really want her. Sunny Game? Nope. Nope, none of them. We're down to 110,000, so that's a little bit scary. There has to be something. Ooh. She's a winner though. I don't want a winner. I mean, I do want a winner, but I want something cheap. Slightly hampered. Outpaced. Settled towards rear. Behind halfway. Stayed on. This one looks potentially okay. Bop Till Dawn. She was unlucky in her first one, and in the second behind halfway and stayed on. So she managed to come second in this race, and her average best distance is 1 mile 2, which, I mean, mile 2 2-year-olds can do very well in 7 furlong races under the right circumstances, and if they're a really good horse, they'll still do well anyway, but I guess we'll see. Steadied start, close up halfway, no extra. Alright, well, I'm gonna see what Bop Till Dawn and Camerooni go for. Borgia's going for way too much. Coconut Squeak. Don't want Coconut Squeak. Bop Till Dawn is going for too much. And Camerooni looks to be going for way too much as well. Maybe not. If we can get it to win a race, we might get that money back. But we're not going to make that much profit on it. I really don't know. I don't want Camerooni. That's disappointing. I thought one of them might be um, our first buy, but they both just went for way too much. Lujane. Lujane? Never been run. A mile 5, so that makes sense. El Kimani. Nope. I don't really want this horse though. I don't know anything about it. It's a gamble. Do I want to? No, why? Okay, so that's really strange. Lujane was auctioned by his own trainer and then bought back, and he didn't win a race. Like, he didn't win like a claimer or anything. He wasn't buying him back out of a claimer. He just, it's like the AI accidentally entered the horse into a race. Either that or, well, I don't know. It doesn't really make sense. No, I don't want any of those. It's May. Oh gosh. What if we end up with no horses? Clan Cassie. Behind halfway, outpaced. Oh, I don't really want her. Thursday. Try again. I'd love to buy Athakil. Well, not really. A mile 3 is a shit distance to try and find races for. Camerooni again. Has it come down in price? Disputed lead early. Reserve 54,500. I don't want to pay that for that horse. Definitely not. Mile is at this stage, I suppose it's June. I was going to say Mile is at this stage in the year should be doing well in 5 furlong races, but maybe by June Camerooni should be in a 6 furlong. I don't know. Tender Pearl. Disputed lead. Stumbled start and faded. No, I don't think she's very good. Oh my gosh, there's got to be something. Okay, Abundance. Oh, no. I'll see how much Abundance goes for. If she goes for literally 15,500, I might buy her, but apart from that, I don't want her. Jiren, Night Affair. Wayne Manor. Green Supreme. Abundance. No. She might be the only kind of thing we can afford. She's sold anyway. I took too long to decide. I didn't really want her anyway. Thursday. There has to be something. This new strategy is not working out very well. Alright. Next 2-year-old that I can afford, I'm going to buy it. Maybe. Spice Bird. That is the cutest name. Fairy Heights has never been run. Kagaran. I think that's how you say it. Nope. None of those. Thursday. We'll go again. Russelliana. Ran green in the first race and outpaced in the second. Was also a little bit hot. It's got a very low reserve. Also a low rating, and buying low rated horses for cheap has not done me well so far. Having said that, we've got nothing else going at the moment, so I might, if she goes for very cheap, I'll pick up Russelliana. And hope she does okay. Plum Fairy. Alright, here she is. She is going for very cheap, which means that she's probably a terrible horse. But we don't have anything to run, so I'm going to buy her anyway. Come on, there we go. 4,050. That's not bad. Okay. Well, we have a horse. Oh my god, look at her potential. That's dreadful. Oh, that's really bad. Oh well, it'll go up in her 3-year-old year. I'll have a look at training and see. She's fit and ready to race. What's she entered in? A 7 furlong maiden. Do they have longer races yet? What is her stamina like? She's ready for a mile. What's the maiden? I'm not going to stick her in a maiden. She can go in this mile race. She'll have the lowest weight. What do we need? We'll go SPS. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to keep going to every auction just in case there's something spectacular that turns out to be spectacular. Delightful Shade Dance. Outpaced. No, I don't want a 5 furlong horse that was outpaced at 5 furlongs. That's not going to ever do anything. Alright. Thursday again, off we go. And we have Prince Namid, Sir Garfield Sobers. Sir Garfield Sobers. Okay. I'm gonna stop trying to say that. Okay, this one just won its last race. Comfortably. Which is nice. Cyborg. The reserve is only 7,000. If it goes for that, I might buy it. I guess we'll see. Alright. Prince Namid. El Sophia. Illustrious Forest. One thing I've found with Starter's Orders 6, I'm not a big fan of the pale background with the fine black writing on it. I find it hard to read. It hurts my eyes sometimes, so I'm not a massive fan of that. No, I'm not going to buy Cyborg. He's going for too much. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I found it quite frustrating sometimes. Like, you'll notice me like leaning in to read, and I feel like it's because the font is quite small. It could also be because my resolution is relatively big, so it makes everything seem smaller. And the way the menus are laid out kind of frustrates me a little bit as well sometimes. I don't think we want Larimar. About Quits. Okay, so Quits is kind of the combination of things I'm looking for. It's a 2-year-old, raced once. Oh, sorry, there we go. Raced once, outpaced and ran green. Average best distance is 1 mile 4, and it's by a Group 1 winner. So that's a good combination of things that may indicate that Quits will be decent when she gets the chance to run over her preferred distance, and after she's had a few runs, she looks like the kind of horse who might get better, and she's going for very cheap. So I'll pick her up. Her potential is, having said all that, her potential is probably dreadful because I feel like potential has at least something to do with the price that the AI is willing to pay for a horse. So she was sold for 3,150. Her potential is going to be dreadful. So there's not much we can do about that though. She may, as soon as she wins something, if she wins something, I will auction her off, I think. It may take a while though because her stamina, she's at that weird place with stamina. That particular length of stamina bar always confuses me because sometimes a horse can have that length, and while the 25% mark tends to be, or the 20% mark actually tends to be good for 7 furlongs to a mile, if you get a horse, or a 2-year-old especially, that has this stamina that's, say, 45% full, sometimes they can prefer 7 furlongs. It really confuses me because judging by the bar, they have more stamina, but they'll often say that they want 7 furlongs, whereas a horse that has 20% full stamina will want a mile. It's really strange. It doesn't always happen, but I just find that particular sort of length of stamina bar quite difficult to work with. So she has been entered in a mile 2 handicap. She doesn't have a jockey. I'm going to leave her in that just to save an entry fee. And pop on her Mongen. 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 I don't know how you say that. It's probably Mongen. Oh. Another thing I like, when you've got like a widescreen largish monitor, you get this over here. So each horse you select, their information comes up over here, which is so handy. So you can see how they've run. And if you owned the horse, obviously you can just mouse over the little arrow here that tells you the jockey's comments, so you don't have to constantly go back and forth between the horse's page and the declarations page. It's really handy. I love this little addition here. But obviously if you're running it in windowed mode, like a smaller window in windowed mode, or if you have a smaller monitor, there's not the space for that. But if you can have it, it's really handy. Alright, so we have 86,000 in the bank. I'm going to continue going to auctions. The more cheap horses we can pick up, I guess, the more likely it is that one of them will be decent. I don't think either of these girls are going to be any good. She shouldn't be... Oh, no, okay. She's in a... Oh, God, look at her stamina. Was her stamina a mile stamina before? And it's gone up since then? Or did I just completely enter her in the wrong race? I may have. I guess we'll have a look. Alright, so let's go and watch her race. Roselliana. I have no instructions. I want to see what the jockey says. And of course with 2-year-olds, after every race, I go into the training tab when I get back to the stable and check what the head lad says. And if it says care, you're close to over racing this horse, obviously, I tend to just stop there. I don't take the risk of racing them again because I don't want to permanently sort of hamper their growth by racing them too much as a youngster. Alright, we'll speed this up a little bit. She seems to be being ridden handy. Doxy Joe, Royal Diamond, Sandpiper's Dream, Caesar's Return, Sabodor? Sabodor, it is Sabodor. Okay. Come on, Roselliana. You can do it. No, you can't do it. Her stamina was not suited to this race. She probably doesn't have the speed for it, in all likelihood. So, that is not a surprising result. Steadied start, mid-division halfway, outpaced and lost place towards finish. Makes sense. Ridden handy. The trip appeared to suit well. We just didn't have the pace to get into the race. So the jockey was racing her handy, and possibly because of her lack of speed, she couldn't keep up enough to even be ridden handy. She looked more like she was being ridden even. So we'll check the training screen. No, they're both fine. So as long as we give Roselliana enough time to recover her condition bar, the green one next to the red one there, she should be right. Her rating is 44. I feel like once again I've bought into horses that are just genuinely dreadful, which is entirely possible. 44, yeah, we'll pop her in this really, really terrible... Oh, it's the same one Quits is in! Well... Oh, whatever. It's not likely either of them are going to win, so I'm not going to be taking prize money from myself. Alright. Does that make sense? Taking prize... No, I don't know. They're in the same race. I guess we'll see how they go. This will be interesting. Alright, so another auction. We only have Poetic Power as a 2-year-old. And he's not interesting. What does the head lad say about these? Oh, whoops, wrong one. What does the head lad say about these girls? Raring to go and a little jaded. So the head lad's not saying that either of them need pacifiers, so that's good. I have a lot of trouble with horses that need pacifiers because I never know which one is appropriate for what complaint. Like, if the horse won't settle, do you put on blinkers or do you put on one of the other ones, a visor, or... I find it quite confusing. Okay, settle towards rear, last halfway, some late headway. Oh, why am I looking at almost amber? Her reserve is very large. No, I don't want any of those, and I can't afford the ones that I might want, so. Okay, so 2nd of September is our next race. So we'll just go to every auction between now and then. See what happens. Okay, nope, nothing. And again... Are they running on a Thursday? No, okay, so they're running on a Friday. Alright, let's go and watch this race. Well, we've got 2 in it. Double our chances of winning! No. No, I don't think so. I really don't think we're going to win. Space. Celiana and Quits. Speed this up. There we go. Okay, so Quits is at the back, Roseliana is near the front. So Roseliana here, Quits back here. So Quits is being ridden hold up, Roseliana is more than likely being ridden handy. 5 furlongs out. Come on, girls, you can do this. 1, 2, you can do it first and second. No, that's not going to happen. Come on, Roseliana, you can do it. Come on, come on. Yes, yes. Okay, she's going. She's got 2 furlongs to go. No, okay. Quits is fading to the back. Roseliana is fading massively. And we get last and third last. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. Restrained early, we had no chance out there. Roseliana. Ridden handy, sorry, but we were well outclassed. Wait, what did... We had no chance out there. I just don't know what to do. You just have to find that one horse that's going to just make you money. It's not either of these girls. 0 to 70. We really need claimers. No. Okay. I'm tempted to just auction these two. They're costing us money, and there's no way to get rid of them profitably at the moment. This is frustrating. Oh well. It'll be fine. Like I said, if I go bankrupt, I'll just start again, and fingers crossed we get something decent. Late early, prominent halfway. No, I don't want that one. I don't want any at the moment. I'm just not... Alright. What have we got? Twist a lime. No. Just breathe. Nope, definitely not. Okay, there's a lot of horses in the auctions at the moment. What does this say? Steadied start, mid-division halfway, stayed on. Well, I mean, she might turn out to be okay. She's a mile 6 furlong. So, I might buy her. I don't see why not. She's going to go for a lot more than her reserve. Polly go lightly. No. No, no. Alright, so I might see if Jury? I'm going to go with Jury. We'll see if Jury goes for her reserve. She's going for a little bit more. She's probably going for too much more, I'd say. Look, I'm going to put on 100. Another 100. Alright, we're getting Jury then. Fingers crossed she will come into her own when she can be run. Okay, her potential's just horrible once again. So that's something expected. Restrained early, we had no chance out there. Is there anything to enter these guys into? Not really. We really need claimers and sellers for them. What about Jury? She really needs longer than a mile 2, I think. Yeah, she really needs longer than a mile 2. But we'll put her in this one anyway. No, not that one. She'll be top weight in that one. Oh god, no, she's not going to be a competitive in a conditions race. A maiden? Yeah, we'll stick her in a maiden and see what happens. Ah, gosh. Oh god, I skipped to our next race. That's fine, I'm not going to buy any more horses at the moment anyway. We only have 44,000, so... Alright, let's go and watch Jury race. She's the favourite. As usual, that means nothing. She'll probably lose terribly. She's going to drop down to 40-something rating. I bet you. I bet you that's what's going to happen. Okay, Juri. There she is right there. So is she a grey? No, she's a bay. Alright. Soha, Shoreacres, Enchanting Eve, Ashfield Rosie, Galante, Aberdavi, Born to be Wild, Porgy, and Miyakora. Okay. Come on, Juri. Come on, Juri. You can do it. Come on. Ugh. No. Nope. Oh, she's coming back a little bit. No. Okay. So she came fourth last. What does the jockey say? Restrained early, the horse will be suited by further, we could never get competitive. Well, yeah, that's pretty much what we expected. Or what I expected. So I guess next season will be vaguely more interesting. So what I might do... Actually, is there a longer race yet for Juri? No. Okay. So what I might do is put Quits in a... No. Yeah, okay. We'll put Quits in a mile 2 race, the furthest one we can get. Yep, that'll do. And we'll go J. Fahi. And we'll skip ahead to that race. Because I'm not going to buy any more this season. We really can't afford it. And I kind of want to finish this season off before this video finishes. Okay, so Quits came second. So we've got Ridden Handy, which possibly suited, didn't have the pace for most of the race, ran well considering. Okay, so Quits is a mile 4. For some reason I thought she was a mile 2, I don't know why. So that's a little bit better. Her rating jumped up from, what was it? Oh, here, 54 to 74, so that's good. And we bought her at 60. So she's possibly ready to sell. But I don't overly want to sell her before we potentially realize her full potential. Is anyone... Alright, so I might enter Roselliana. What did the jockey say? Sorry, but we were well outclassed. Do we have anything else? We'll put her in this maiden, the last maiden of the year. Oh my god, she's rated 37. That's dreadful. Alright, let's go. Okay, do we want to watch it? We don't want to watch it, she's going to lose. Okay, she came fourth. Ridden Handy, which suited, got the distance well. So next year is going to be a little bit more interesting for these girls. Alright, so rank 101 for the season. Not surprising. Top flat horse, Baryshnikov. Top flat stayer, Ridley Diddley. Top flat sprinter, Art Thief. Top flat 2-year-old, North Shadow. Top flat 3-year-old, Ferranto. Top flat 4-year-old, not Baryshnikov. Okay. There we go. Interesting times ahead, I guess. Alright, so that's it for this video and that season. That was one season in one video. I'm going to try and aim to do that from now on. At least until we get more horses and it becomes impossible to do one season in one video. Anyway, so thank you for watching if you did, and let me know if you have any comments or questions. You can comment on the Starters Orders thread, or you can comment here on YouTube, either way. There we go. Alright, we'll see you next time.